Fauzi bin Khalid from Malaysia in the final.
Calling for Silat for the red corner.
Both of them starting very cautiously, sizing each other, you know. You have to make contact within 10 seconds. If not, you know, you'll be caught up. Yeah. Second warning for each of the Silat. The third time will be point deduction for both of them. The first point is very crucial in this match, you know. It's more like a tactical war, you know. Yes. Oh.
Very drop for the red corner.
Tough fought encounter, and that's what we were expecting right through. Sheikh FERDOUS and Nguyen Thanh Sung.
But this Vietnamese fighter is a happy face, you see.
He does it all with a smile.
Yeah. Oh.
But he's lethal in attack.
You see all those experienced fighters, all those good fighters, their point is not much.
Absolutely, and they don't really rely so much on the drop. They rely more on the kicks and the punches, if you notice.
You know, if you let your guard down, then they get the points. But these two don't let their guard down. So it's difficult to get points from them, you know. And that's why the score is very low. You know?
It is, it is. Just a slight lead for Nguyen Thanh Sung over Sheikh FERDOUS. Vietnam has grown in leaps and bounds with Silat. They've just taken it to like fish to water.
But it is a good 20 years, I think. It's not new. But you know.
But they're still freshers when you take Indonesia,
You
Malaysia, and
compare to the
Singapore
rest,
to account of Philippines too.
they are new compared to those other nation in the Southeast Asia.
Much depends on round 2 as to what these two lads can bring to the table. And we saw this earlier with Sheikh Farhan too and Sheikh FERDOUS. They both have that very similar style of
patient,
their stance. It's a very unassuming, very easy stance. But don't you just love this bit of Silat over, you know, all the rest that you see, because it's just that very easy stance and then that lethal quick flurry of you know, kicks and punches. And that's what makes it so exciting. And I think that's what's drawn the West into it as well. You know, they love that part of it. It's like two sides of a coin, one of control and one of extreme attack.
Yeah. You see, to get a point is difficult, you know, among them.
It is, it is. It's still locked at 3-2. You are into the last, what, 15 seconds of round 2?
So there's no scoring yet in round 2, you know.
That's just the level of professionalism, of the skills of these two lads.
To get into the defense, you know, is...
A word from the official to both of them.
Yeah, second. There's no point in round 2.
So you're trying to say it's pointless?
Point.
Sorry, Raz, I had to throw that in. So what we're looking at is now one round which is just 3-2, and that's where, you know, Team Vietnam has got the slight slender advantage.
That one fall just now, the first round.
And then you go to the second round, and there's absolutely no point.
No point,
So we've not seen this in any of the previous matches. So we had a couple of firsts today. We had one of the highest scoring matches when Noor Farah was there.
And the lowest,
Well, the lowest as well. And an entire round without a point.
Without a point,
How cool is that? So we get into round 3, and this is really the decider. I do believe that the coaches would have a change in strategy for both these athletes. And we're going to see that.
Yeah. But for certain, Sheikh FERDOUS need a point minimum.
He needs one, definitely. So how well matched are these two in terms of height, movement, weight?
It's about the same. It's balanced, you know, these two.
Very, very well balanced.
The height, you know, is the same. You kick, I block. I kick, you block.
That's another thing of really skilled, you know, Persilats. They use both attack and defense.
And defense,
It's something that you notice with the younger or with the new, fresh Silat practitioners. They happen to be more reliant on the attack,
attack oriented,
than on the defense.
He was waiting for one mistake.
Waited for the opportune moment. It's going to be will there be a review of that?
He is looking for the jury to help him with the fall. Because he don't ask for VR. He's raising his hand up. That means he's asking the jury for help, you know. Whether it's red or blue get the ball.
in very draw.
No fall, yeah. So the Vietnamese, launch a protest. Buru drop, he say. So he's asking for a VR check on the drop.
It's locked in at 3-all as
3
we
all,
see.
yeah.
Both these lads are very, very hardy performers. That's a low scoring match that we've had since yesterday, and that's practically the whole championship still now. While we do await the decision, of course, I was just running through a few bits, and Roz, we spoke of this whole growth of Pencak Silat in foreign countries and in the West. Holland, Germany, Italy, South Africa, France, USA, Japan. That's how far it's spreading. And I've spoken to a few Japanese friends of mine who are actually very big fans of it. So it's quite interesting because they themselves do have their own. They've got tons of different forms of martial art. But adding to all that, Holland.
Holland, yeah.
Well, Holland, that Dutch connection between Indonesia and would that have been responsible for it?
Yeah, Indonesia used to be a Dutch colony, So they have known Silat for very long, and those Indonesians which have become Dutch citizen, they bring in their art form over there. A lot of mixed marriage also affected.
So that's been really the spread of Silat, which is why Holland has such a huge following, following of Silat. I've also noticed that in the USA it's growing in leaps and bounds.
Yeah.
They have their own tournaments too. I was just talking to you yesterday, and I was trying to figure out where I had caught Silat being used in the game Mortal Kombat, and I did. It was used in Deception in 2004 and in Armageddon in 2006. And the moves belong to a particular character called Baraka, who's a Tarkatan. Baraka uses these moves, and I was trying to figure, which of the Mortal Kombat, releases was it. So 2004 and 2006, twice, Deception and Armageddon.
Armageddon, yeah.
So if you're a Silat fan and you're a gaming fan, you want to play these.
I see.
So this is exactly what transpired between Sheikh FERDOUS and Nguyen Thanh Sang. And it's in favor of Vietnam.
Vietnam, yeah.
Valid draw for the red corner.
So now that's, in this kind of a match, that's a healthy lead.
Yeah, very difficult. Now Sheikh FERDOUS need to, another fall.
Sheikh FERDOUS going in for,
the red corner.
He have to go all out now.
going in for the kill, but he's, I think,
if you do that, you will make mistake, because this Vietnamese is waiting for you.
he's calm, he's composed,
Yeah.
he's waiting for any
He's
flaw.
waiting, he's waiting.
An appeal there from Nguyen Thanh Sang, but we'll have to wait and watch. There will be a review of that. He's currently at 9 points, while Sheikh FERDOUS is at 3. But if this works in favor of Sheikh FERDOUS,
Cut to 6, yeah.
that would mean 6. And there's still a ray of hope. Well, after we get through this very, very interesting matchup, we've got 3 more, and the next one is going to be a change in terms of action and momentum because it's a junior match in the male F category, and that comes up in just a little bit. But for now, it's still probably one of the most toughest matchups that we've had You can tell by that points difference. These are two experienced and skilled competitors.
Very drop for
And
the
SHEIK
blue
FERDOUS gets the
corner.
benefit of it.
Yeah. The Vietnamese going to
So
contest the
Nguyen Tan
result again.
Sang's corner will now protest. I do believe that our coaches on both sides of the fence are men of few words. So whatever's the conversation they have to do, they'll do more with the athletes than with the
Yeah.
officials.
But talking about spread of Silat, it is this India now goes big on Silat.
India.
India, yeah, they send lots of fighters.
That's fascinating, isn't
Yeah,
it?
there's
Fascinating.
the last Singapore Open, if I'm not wrong, the Indian contingent was huge. I was whoa, and they have lots of male and female fighters.
That's pretty impressive.
And what did I hear from the delegates is that their government is giving them support.
That's excellent, actually, when you think about it. I was actually researching a bit, over the years about a lot of the martial arts, and a lot of it is actually credited to the former or the once so-called mythical Indian prince, the Bodhidharma. And a lot of people talk of how the Bodhidharma took, as he traveled to Eastern countries from India, he picked up a lot of the movements of animals and birds, and he started incorporating them into martial arts. Very similar to where Silat is headed. I always wondered whether there was a connection, because he was responsible more for what came about later on as the Shaolin Temple.
Oh.
Because the Shaolin monks and a lot of the practitioners of Kung Fu do credit it to him, but they also acknowledge him as being East Asian rather than Indian.
Oh.
But history says that he's actually an Indian who traveled.
Yeah.
And in those days, there wasn't really East Asian, Indian
Yeah,
relation.
actually,
We know that.
Yeah,
We were just one.
The Gautama Buddha from India,
Yeah.
Yeah,
To be fair, it was just one whole community by
yeah.
itself. So,
Because they move around,
and at that time, movement was all meant towards development in whatever way, whether it was
Yes,
spiritual or
You can see this. Oh, the hand.
the hand. That's so
Yeah.
important, isn't it?
Yeah. Because his hand touches the ground
So
first.
he's got the benefit of it this time,
Yeah.
and that means that point difference is going to
Yeah.
grow.
Then, jatuh lah. Yeah.
Very drop for the red corner.
Because his hand touches the ground.
It's not going to be easy here.
Yeah.
Things have turned around. He's still a good 6 points behind. That's put him in a bit of a odd position. Are they pointing towards the points table?
I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah.
SHEIK FERDOUS's points should have gone down to 3 when Nguyen Tan Sang's went up to 12.
Yeah.
I think that's being pointed out by the coaches.
You see, these coaches are very, very aware, whereas the previous one, they are not aware, right? You must be very, very focused on all this stuff,
But that hasn't really changed. It's still where it was. So I think the points, the scorers have got that right. 11 seconds left. Nguyen Tan Sang on 12, and this could be a big upset today.
Yeah.
SHEIK FERDOUS is one of the favorites in the championship.
2 seconds. I think it's over. 2 seconds, you just need to turn one round. There.
And Nguyen Tan Sang's smile says it all. And he finishes it
With a
with the
drop,
fall
yeah.
as well. And says, let me claim that too. Impressive performance, very impressive
Yeah.
performance. You've got to hand it to him. Nguyen Tan Sang really putting on a massive show here to get the better of Sheikh FERDOUS bin Sheikh Alauddin. So 15-6, it's a convincing win. It's a convincing win.
It's all happening in the third round, yeah. The last round.